Hey. Thank you so much for watching. I am TheDivineMaverick. Good morning, Joe. Good morning. I almost didn't get here on time, you guys. Oh my gosh. Let me put that on vibrate. Calm down, boobies. All right. Hi, Annie. Hi, Carmen. Hello. How you say your name, sweetie? Unathal? Ain't no thou. I don't know how you know, sweetie. Brett Precious. Anyway, hey, I know you're on Instagram. Hi, everybody. I'm sorry I got a little distracted, but I was looking at something that's gonna go with this reading. Hey, come here. China like me. She like, what? I just got a what? What's funny is I gotta tell y'all this. Good morning. Morning, Joe. Morning, Joelle. Morning, Joski. Morning, Joaquin. Morning, Jojo. Morning, Joey. Morning, Joseph. Morning, Joanna. Joanna. Good morning, Josephine. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We're ready for another exciting, I was going to say it's astounding, exciting week. I'm drinking water today. I'm not drinking Joe. Okay. This is gonna be good. It is gonna be good, Andy. You're right because I just got a notification that came, I guess, about 8 hours ago, and it was for something on another platform. And apparently, for I've been banned for for a little bit for authenticity and integrity, and that makes me laugh because if it's anything I am, it's authentic, and if anything I live by is my integrity. So that's kind of funny that people are so wounded because of things that they've gone through that they report you and say things, and because they don't agree with what's coming out of your mouth. But you know how I am. I'm always with the I'm of the team. Other look at something else. I'm of team click off. I'm of team delete. You know what I mean? How many of y'all delete game is on 1,000, right? How many of y'all have perfected your delete game? You know what I mean? So anyway, but that was funny, and I'm like, okay, till 9 o'clock tonight, whatever that means. I don't know. It's never happened before, but it was funny. So anyway, good for you all to be in here. Let me tell you this message. First of all, those of you who were with us on Friday night, if anybody from Patreon, that did the playlist, it's a playlist party. That was it Friday? Was that Saturday? I think it was Friday, whenever it was. Y'all know when it was. But oh my goodness, it was so much fun. Uh, it was we kept getting the same. China wants to sing. I don't know what she wants to say, but I'll interpret her dog language in a minute. Come here, China. But anyway, um we kept getting the same like two or three songs that kept playing. The one that kept playing, there were two that kept repeating. Oh, Rika, put it in there. Now I can't think of the name of it. But one of them was Anthony Hamilton's The Point of It All. And if you haven't heard that song, listen to that song, because we were doing the whole point of it was we were listening to our playlist and getting our minds together and our hearts in the right space for love, for our divine masculine, including ourselves, right? Which is really ourselves, this journey to ascension. But it was really, hey, Glow Marie from TikTok. Hey, girl, I know who you are. But if you ever, it's in the chat, you guys. NAO, or I say NAO, but I think it's now. But if you ever, featuring Six Lack. Ooh, that song got a good groove to it. China. Somebody's outside the door, y'all. I'm sorry. It's nothing I can do because I don't have my helper here. But anyway, she'll get calm in a minute. So tune her out. That's a message. Tune her out. Learn to tune out the outside noise and keep going. So the title is about understanding the depth of your power and your peace. And also duality, because we have our card today. Ooh, where did it go? We have our card today, and it's about I want y'all to see that picture right quick. Oh, all right. Let me tell you about the symbols in this picture. The red dress she's wearing and that white material she's sitting on represents divine masculine and divine feminine energy intertwined. The red and white. Those of you who like colors and like symbols, China. Those of you who like colors and like symbols, you guys, look up the color red and look up the color white. Okay, red represents that ego, right? It represents the root chakra, the lower parts of ourselves, our what we want, our stability, things that are in our physical, like what we want to eat, what we're going to wear, where we're going to sleep, how we're going to do life, right? The white represents purity, for those of you who are into that sort of thing, it's good to like start to see what colors and symbols mean, because that's universe is always speaking. God is always showing us through miracle signs and wonders that we are so supported and actually not alone. So I just want to give you that. We're going to get to the card in a moment. And the skull on there, I'm sorry, represents her, like her spirituality, the spiritual side of her. I know why the skull. I don't know. We'll get there. But the book, there's a book also that is open that represents her educated side or her scholarly side. So anyway, we're going to get to this message in a minute, but let me tell y'all a quick story, because y'all know I like to start off with like a little story, a little like a little testimony to some really good energy. There is a beautiful, beautiful soul that I know, and when I tell you that, like many of you, she has gone through and has been going through. Okay. And in the last year or so, year and a half or so, she has made some amazing, amazing life changes, right? And which has to do with her divine masculine, divine feminine energy balancing out, right? Okay. So that, in other words, a twin flame journey. This does include another person, right? A twin, right? Recognizing a very strong soulmate connection, or perhaps a twin flame. But anyway, so she kind of made up in her mind. It's going to go along with the card that I'm going to read for the message for today. But she kind of made up in her mind recently that, this is too much to try to deal with someone else on the outside. That's a message. Deal with somebody else on the outside while I'm trying to get my inside together, right? So she just kind of, it's like she drew a line in the sand, so to speak, and kind of manifested what she wanted next, like what she needed in order for her peace, right? She, in other words, she stood in her power, and then talked about with spirit, honestly, I mean, just mask off, gloves off, whatever. Like, here it is. I bow. I take a knee right now, and I just say, this is what I need in order to ensure my peace. And she is a single mom, and she's 3 small children, and so it's, you can imagine, and a full-time job, so you can imagine the balancing act that has to take place, right? To have to deal with 3 personalities in different places, different ages, and different stages, and then to have to go to a work environment and deal with that kind of dynamic, and then being crazy mad in love with somebody that is acting like they don't understand what this not is, but what this okay. They just told me take a sip. All right. So as you guys are coming in again, so I'm giving you a little brief little story, and then we're going to get into the message, because we're already in the message. So anyway, just recently she shared with me something that just warmed my heart so much that, I had to, like, my eyes do that thing they do. They do that thing that they tend to do. It fills up the water, right? So my eyes just got a little teary, because I was like, you know what I mean? It was like, oh yes. So she said that she was on her way to a trip. She was going out of town, and she was putting the kids in the car and everything. Everybody was out there, including this new amazing soulmate. I forgot to tell you the best part. She manifested the very thing that she asked for when she told spirit, you know what I mean? Like, I give, this is what I need in order to ensure my peace. Okay. This is what I need in my life. This is the kind of person I need to come to me. Right. Doesn't take any love away from any other person. It's just like, this is what I need. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. I still love you, boo, but at the same time, I'm gonna give you a minute, okay? I'm gonna put you in timeout. Like like TikTok did. I'm gonna block you for 24 hours, okay? So anyway, the new person, the new person, um was out there helping her get everything together, getting in the car, and a person came up, and to just to speak, a man came up just to speak, to welcome them. Hi, hi, welcome, to the neighborhood. Just kind of say hi, introduce themselves. And this beautiful soul has always been used to being the masculine, if you were in her masculine energy, so to speak, because she has little ones she needs to watch out for. I'm on somebody's street now. You know what I mean? She's used to watching out. She's being vigilant. She's handling everything. You know what I mean? Because there was no one else but her, right? And so this person comes up, and the man, her man, says, "Whoa, hold up, wait a minute, 1 second. Let me get my family in the car." You catch that? Let me get my family in the car. Make sure my lady, did you catch that? Make sure my lady is straight. And he puts them, everybody in the car. And she says that he went around and kissed the kids and y'all have a good time. See y'all soon. Baby, you good? She gets a kiss and everything. Then the car gets a little boom, boom. Even the car gets some love, tapping on the top of the roof of the car. Boom, boom. You good to go? Go ahead and back out. I see you later. And then she was like, it was like so different for her, because she shared with me that when the man came up to speak and everything, she immediately was looking for a taser. Like, oh, she went into masculine mode. Like, I gotta protect my family. I gotta protect me. I gotta protect the kids. Da, da, da. But forgetting almost that, wait a minute, there's somebody here to do that. You know what I mean? All right. And so she said she just got kind of emotional, driving away, because it was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And so it was so beautiful hearing the energy. And I was just like, I gotta go cry. You know what I mean? Because I first of all, number one, I'm happy. I'm happy for her, genuinely happy. You know what I mean? Genuinely happy that her power is there, but she doesn't have to, or her sword is there and at the ready, but she doesn't have to use it as much. You know what I'm saying? Her peace is now coming to her, because she decided that I know what I need and I know what I deserve. And that we like to call union. Okay. We call that union. The real union, you guys, happens with us first. The real union happens within ourselves. Because many of you guys can understand what I'm saying. You have to be masculine and you have to be feminine. You have to remember that. And when you don't remember how to do that and balance that energy, that's where we get the distortions, where you may be needy, or you may be clingy, or you may feel insecure, or you may be cutting everybody's head off, or growling at everybody and biting folk. See it symbolically. I don't know, your teeth, your fangs are out and you're biting folks. You know what I mean? Because you are having to be all things at all times. And sometimes you get tired or you get depleted. And then you also feel a little desperate or despair. More so, it's heightened when you are actually interacting or with somebody that you're supposed to be in a relationship with, or somebody you want to be in a relationship with, and they're just not giving you that. In other words, they're not giving their side, right? But watch this. Let me tell you how good this is. Spirit does this. When you start to balance your own energies, then you attract better or different. You attract that when for instance, this young lady was well versed in her masculine energy. Her feminine side was a little imbalanced. Okay. It was a little imbalanced, meaning, hey, Latasha, meaning, her feminine side was a little imbalanced. And so she found herself in that space where you feel like your breath is going to leave your body, because it's like, when will this ever happen? It's in that space, not trusting the intuition, knowing that timing is being divinely guided, or how long is something going to take, or if they do this, does that mean that? You know what I mean? Just working overtime on, will I ever have love? Will I ever get the relationship with the kind of person that can really see intimacy into me, right? Okay, so anyway, but because she's well versed in her masculine energy and finally said to spirit, I give up, I let this go, whatever attachments I have, I just release it right now, because I just want my peace, right? And now that gives an opportunity for the feminine energy to kind of meet that masculine energy, when we call that balance. And so in her 3D, she attracted that masculine side that was her. Y'all following me? Let me know if you're following me by hearts or something like that. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to lose you, because it's good. This is good, because we're gonna get this card. But when that masculine energy begins to balance, when that masculine energy is in place, and then you begin to say, you know what, I give up. That's what the surrender looks like. You know what I'm saying? And so it begins to balance. And then on the 3D, she attracted a male, that a masculine energy, that better stated, thank you, that has now come and taken up the slack. And it took her by surprise, which is so beautiful. That's what I mean by leave yourself open for a spirit to give you some of those beautiful surprises. You know what I mean? And it's like she looking for the taser and just ready to already be on the defensive or whatever, like, hey, whoa, you know what I mean? But then this man just goes, oh, you got it. And it's like, then now her feminine has an opportunity to be like, to sit there and just receive that protection, receive that love, you know what I mean? And that's what's so beautiful. And can you imagine not having to worry or wonder about that? And then watch this. For the masculine, right? For the person, that's in their masculine energy for this person. Now he is in touch with his feminine side, and spirit is using her to bring up his feminine side, because now he gets to receive that love and that nurturing and receive that stability that comes only from a woman that is balanced in her energies, that knows how to give and receive and nurture and love, right? And then you have the balance within him, and now it's just that yin and yang. What I mean? Now it's that interplay. You know what I mean? It's like I'll drive. No, you can drive. It doesn't matter. There's no arguments about roles. You know what I mean? Or positions, because it's such a simpatico. It's such a synergy. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back and forth. So I'm not saying all the time you're in your feminine energy, because every now and again you got to do, you got to put a little bass in your voice. You know what I'm saying? And then every now and again, a man would have to just dial back and just learn how to receive, learn how to be softer. But they don't bare their bellies. People don't bare their bellies, right? Just like in the animal kingdom, until they feel safe. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is it was a beautiful, beautiful message for me. And I love what she said. And I felt so happy for her, genuinely happy, because I was like, that is a great feeling to know that you just don't have to worry. You don't have to struggle. And what you want wants you. Okay. And right now, this is in a different package. But guess what? Even more confidence is being built in you and even in this young woman, because she sees that I can manifest whatever it is I want. Because that's all she really did, was say, this is what I want. This is what I don't want. And this is what I want. That's a message for you today, because this is going to help you understand, or some of y'all overstand, the depth of your power and the depth of your peace. Okay. Because at some point, your peace, your need for peace and stability is going to outweigh your need for the drama that comes from whatever connection is not doing what you need it to do. All right. Because remember, everyone, including your person, is on their own individual path and journey. And you would save yourself a lot of stress and strain if you would allow them feminine energy to be in that space, to do what they need to do. Because at the end of the day, you want them whole and you want them healed as best they can be in order to be with you. You know what I mean? You want that part of them. But the distortion in us, that's why we have to heal. We don't like to hear it, but it's just that simple. The distortion in us will try to make us make something happen, or try to give us those lies that we believe about others and ourselves. Will try to tell us, you're crazy. This is not going to happen. If it was supposed to be like this, they would have been undone. This, and that, and that. But that comparison thing can mess you up when you're looking at other people's situation or other people's journeys to love and to marriage or whatever, and you're comparing yourself. You shouldn't do that. It's wasted energy. And I'm saying that with as much love as I can muster, because I'm telling you what I know. I don't know everything, but when I'm speaking, I'm telling you what I know, because it's something I have gone through or am going through, and I got a revelation on it. So I'm telling you, it's this is really good. So I want to encourage you. The real union that you're trying to pursue is that union of your masculine energy and your feminine energy, because masculine energy just keeps driving. If you don't make time for yourself, for self-care, self-love, to unplug, to reset, to rejuvenate, to relax, that is the distorted masculine energy, because distorted masculine energy makes you keep trying to make something happen. It makes you compete for time. Distorted masculine energy makes you compete for somebody else's affections, if they have a family or if they have a career that they're more interested in at this time than you, or whatever they're doing that's apart from you. Your distorted masculine energy will make you try to compete for that and win. You want to win. You want to control. You want to earn, right? And then the distorted feminine energy will make you feel insecure. It will make you not trust that you are worth it, that you are worth the effort that it takes to pursue you, that you don't, you know what I'm saying? The distorted feminine energy will let you feel like you have to perform in order to get attention or be seen. You know what I'm saying? Woo, so I say all that to say that duality is the message for today. All right, let me give you the card. Because you're going to embrace all aspects of yourself. That's that inner union. You're going to embrace all aspects of yourself. And when you start to do that, you're going to attract different kinds of people. Be open to attracting different kinds of people. Nowhere is it written that you have to be fixated on just one outcome. Okay. And I'm not saying the outcome that you want to have, uh, you won't have. But I am saying that there is no shortcut around this journey. You have to go through these little pit stops, or these little markers, these little mile markers, or I'm gonna call them, on this highway of life, in order for you to come into balance. At the end of the day, you must be in balance. Don't worry about what they're doing. They're doing their karmic path and their cycle, right? You worry about it. Well, don't worry, but you be mindful and purposely pursue your own balance inside. Okay, do that. And you will have ample opportunities to do that, because every relationship that you attract, every person that comes in your life, whether it's your mom, especially those of you who have uh like conflict with your mother figure or maternal figure, you probably don't have very close friendships. You don't have very many friends, right? And if you do have friends around you, you may not trust them very much, because the feminine energy that you were exposed to was a bit combative, or a bit it was hard, right? So I'm saying that to say, Spirit is going to give you ample opportunities to make friends, or open yourself up finally to begin to trust the feminine energy. And you're going to start by trusting yourself, trusting your own intuition, that when you don't think something's going to be right, or that person, then you'll leave it alone without second guessing yourself, because you're going to have opportunities with friends or family or siblings or relatives or associates, or coworkers or whatever, to get your feminine energy healed, right? And out of that distortion, you're going to have ample opportunities, and you're going to have ample opportunities to do that in your love relationship. I'm telling you, if your feminine energy is distorted or out of balance, then your relationships, every person that you attract, that you're in a loving or an intimate relationship with, it's going to make you trust yourself, because you got to realize once and for all, you're not off and you're not crazy. It is what you think it is. It is, all right. And but if you're not listening, if you're not trusting divine to be leading you, and even yourself to know what is best for you, that's what I'm talking about. That peace, you have to understand the power of your peace. It is the power of your peace that will be guiding you in these things. Okay, because where there is the absence of peace, there is no peace. All right, there is chaos. If there is no peace in something you're dealing with, you must move back until you find your peace return to you, because you can't create in that kind of tension. You know what I mean? With that kind of instability. So there's a message. All right, so here's the card. Y'all good? Everybody good? All right, so it says the disciple priestess Magdalena sits at the entrance to a cave. Let me make this picture look better. Okay. Sits at the entrance to a cave, a place of retreat. The skull on her lap indicates her spiritual side, whereas the open book represents her scholarly and educated side. Her red dress and white sash beneath are her symbols of divine feminine and divine masculine combined. Your life is also full of dualities. You are at the same time masculine and feminine, physical and ethereal, fully human and fully divine. This card encourages you to explore all these true yet diverse aspects of yourself. It may feel strange to dive into new spiritual practices if you've always been physically oriented. An active masculine approach to life may feel unnatural if you've traditionally been in a more reflective and feminine mode. But these deeper layers of yourself now long to be expressed. In opening up to these experiences, you will tap important, previously unknown strengths and talents, and widen the scope of your spiritual, your personal, and even your professional life. Finally, there's a message of warning in this card regarding distorted perceptions. Magdalena, or Mary Magdalene, has been historically misunderstood, called a prostitute when she was actually an educated landowner. Landowner. I don't know why I just said landowner. It's actually landowner. But watch this. Let me just say this. Mary Magdalene, this is a story from the Bible. And if y'all remember, this was the prostitute that was following Jesus around. They were like, why is he around this prostitute? But Jesus was like, leave her alone. She's done the best part. You know what I mean? She was the alabaster box. Am I right? Yeah, the alabaster box, right? But I'm saying that to say, that's the reference to the story, because she was actually misunderstood. She was no prostitute, right? She was vilified because of her femininity. That's a whole topic on the patriarchal society at that time, but I'm not going to touch that yet. But I'm just saying that Mary Magdalene was actually a very wealthy, successful landowner. Okay. Boop. Okay. Now back to the message. Now, be conscious of the ways you may be misunderstood. And be courageous in your intention to live your own life and stand in your truth. Also, be aware of any misunderstandings you carry about yourself. Any limiting or judgmental notions must be set aside. And a clear understanding of your truth requires you to embrace your divine nature, which is the most gracious and powerful part of your many faceted, sparkling identity. Okay? Embrace Sebe Shando Rabasaya, all parts of yourself. And I love that she has the skull that represents her spirituality and her educated side. So you don't have to get rid of your spirit and your intellect. I'm just saying, don't let your intellect think you out of situations that are actually going to be productive for you, for your growth. And don't let your intellect think you or block you into situations that prevent you from moving forward. Okay, because that Eight of Swords energies I'm seeing like stuck in your mind, anytime you're experiencing those limitations and thinking about that, seeing that, then that's what you're going to create. I'm gonna leave it right there. Ooh, I feel like I want to go more. Okay, so anyway, that was good, right? That was good, balancing your energies. And when you start feeling better, you start attracting better. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's take your intuition for a spin. 25 minutes. Okay, let's take your intuition for a spin, you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. I love you guys. All right, this is how we take our intuition for a spin. I'm going to take these three decks of cards. One of them is a timing deck. When, how long, not long. One of them is an advice deck, maybe with some yes or no answers. And then there's more advice about, a situation. So I might try to see if I can clarify for you what I'm feeling as well. I'll take my intuition for a spin while you do. But what I want you to do is I'm going to shuffle these cards. Let's start with the bigger one for advice. I'm going to shuffle these cards, right? And when I give you the answer, the first thing that comes into your spirit, into your heart, into your mind space, right, is what spirit is giving you advice on. This is your answer, okay? So be open. We're going to take this is about your intuition, sharpening your hearing so that you can trust yourself. And ideally, wow, that wanted to come over. Okay, it wants to speak. I have the card. Ideally, that's funny. Ideally, this is something that you have already been kind of hoping for or thinking about. Like, I would really like this to happen. You know what I mean? I really would like this to turn out this way. Okay. And so it's kind of like a confirmation for you. Okay. You ready? First card, peaceful resolution. All right. So whether it's an argument, whether it's something legal, because I feel that, whether it's something that was a misunderstanding or some kind of miscommunication between you and a person or you and a group of people, whether it's you having to have a discussion with your spouse or your partner about, the future, whatever it is, it's going to be a peaceful resolution. And this I feel real strong for somebody who is wondering if it's going to be drama. You know what I mean? If I do this thing, is it going to be drama? Then that's what I'm feeling like. No. So don't be thinking it. Don't look for it. Don't expect it. Don't talk about it. Don't listen to it. Just don't. It's going to be a peaceful resolution. Okay. Boop. All right. Next card. Y'all got it? Yeah. That feel good? Talk back to me. Here's the next one. All right. I have the answer. This is a yes or no question, okay? That's what this one is. This is like listen, your answer is either yes or no. Y'all ready? Here it is. No. Okay, the answer is no. I don't know what question you asked, but that's the answer. No. Now don't get triggered. If you get triggered, like, oh no, I was wondering if they were coming back to me. The answer is no. Okay, don't do that. That's not how spirit works. Spirit's not gonna have you get off the stream upset and imbalance. It's not about that. So, but the answer is no. I was hearing not now. Okay, not now. Oh wait, put that back. But anyway, here we go. This is the timing card. How long? When will this thing happen? You're waiting for something. You need timing about a situation. Think about what you're thinking about. Take your intuition for a spin. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Got it. Okay, we have a theme here. A year from now. Okay. Now that's funny. Well, we had that, I think, twice last week, you guys. A year from now. That's funny. Woohoo. Okay, you guys. I love it. What? She said, a what? A year from now? Somebody said, I like that. Okay. I'm gonna leave it right there. Let me give you one affirmation and then we're gonna get out of here. Y'all say this out loud where you are. Voice activate this thing. Thank you guys for riding with me for the morning. Joe, what y'all sipping on? Before we go, what y'all sipping on? I'm drinking water this morning. I didn't have any coffee. I was too busy being blown by okay, 2 affirmations wanted to come out for us, guys. All right, coffee. All right, here we go. 2 affirmations. Let's say this out loud. First card says, I cheer myself on. I cheer myself on. So here we go. I am with me every step of the way. I take time to encourage and support myself. And if I falter, I will be there to help myself back up again. I can do this. That goes right along with our message today. Express yourself. Express yourself beautifully by understanding the power of your the depth of your power and your peace. Next one is sleep. Some of y'all need to get some rest. This one might be for me. It says, I give myself time to sleep, to take naps, and to rest. I allow myself to wake up refreshed and ready for a wonderful day. Mm-hmm. All right. So somebody restful sleep is on the board. All right, you guys. I'll be back in a little bit with some more messages sometime today or this evening. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a super, super rest of your day. Wherever you're watching this, be great. Okay. All right. All right. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all. Bye.